Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial. This is going to be going over all of the features in the 1.4 version of CookieBot. As more features and upgrades are rolled out, I will make new tutorials if there is a demand for them. But just for today, we're going to be going through the 1.4 official public release version. And so you can see I've got a blank server here, and all I've done is I've just made a few roles just to be using throughout the tutorial. So the first thing you need to do is you go to any server that has the CookieBot in it, and you can see I've already got the invite code here. So any server that has the CookieBot, you can use invite. All the commands are prefixed with a greater than sign. So it's greater than invite, and that will give you this link here. If you copy this link and paste it into your browser, I highly recommend using Chrome, because every time I use anything other than Chrome, I always get lots of issues with it and it just doesn't work at all. So I've got Chrome open here and it'll come up with this screen. So this is the CookieBot. This is your avatar, whatever it is. And I found if you're not using Chrome, this list just won't appear. So it won't let you actually pick the server. And I'm going to go down to tutorial server. You select whichever server you want to add it to. But as it says here, you have to have the manage server permission. So if I just show you, the manage server is this one here. Changing the server names, adding bots, switching regions. If you have the administrator permission, you automatically have this. So most people who would be adding a bot would already have this permission. But you do need to make sure that if you want to add it, you have to have that permission. But anyway, if we head back here, you select your server and you click continue. It's just going to tell you that it's going to give the administrator permission to the bot. So that's all it's going to be doing. It means that the bot can access things and assign roles and view channels and etc. And then you're going to click authorize, complete the captcha. You may have to actually complete it, but I've done it a few times, so it already knows me. And that is all you need Chrome for. You can go ahead and close that, and you can see that it has joined. Now, the first thing it does when it joins a new server is it creates this category here. It creates the control center, and it actually shouldn't create this player info checker. So that one, don't worry about that one. You can just delete that channel. So the first one you want to go to is choose ranks. And now you can see this is why I had all of the roles earlier. So all it does is it lists up to 9 per page. So I should add, these spacer roles are automatically created and deleted by the bot. So you don't need to touch these at all. Don't need to touch them. Okay, and you can see here that all of these roles are just lifted out, so you can see the color and the name and these numbers next to them. So these numbers correspond to the numbers along the bottom here. So if you have more than 9, then you can use the left and right arrows to navigate. This server doesn't, so I won't be showing that. It's quite simple. You just click it and it will scroll to the next page. But what this does is you can add them to the admin rank list of your server. And so what that means is that they can basically then, they are considered the admins of the bot. So they can change settings, they can use the commands like moderators, so warning people, kick people, and they can see all of the private channels that are created after that. So be careful who you give it to, because they do then have a fair bit of power in the server. So if you want to add, for example, Big Boss to the admin rank list, all you'll do is you'll head down here and press on number 1, and it'll say that it's been added to the admin rank list, and then that message will be deleted in itself. If you want to add Tiny Boss, you click on number 5, and it's been added. And if you decide that actually, Tiny Boss is not actually going to be an admin rank, you just click on it again, and it has been removed. So that is one of the most important sections. The next part is the control center. So if we head on over here, we start off like this. So we have everything disabled. And we're going to start off by just enabling moderation. So these are all the different features that are in at the moment. And if we enable moderation, you can see that we get this new category here. We get bot logs, which is where it's going to log any warnings or reports, etc. We have the player info checker, which is the one that we deleted here, but this is the actual version. And basically, whenever someone joins the server, it will log information about them here. We have staff reports, which is sort of self-explanatory. If somebody reports a staff member, it will go here. And just testing, just for, that's mainly for me, but I figured I would put it in just in case any of you wanted to play around with the commands in a private channel. So I will show all of those commands that come with that section. But we're going to move on first to music. Music, it's fairly simple. It doesn't actually do anything. You just join a voice channel, use play, just like that, and then you add in the name of the song and the artist, and it will find it and play it for you. It's fairly simple there. There's the standard sort of pause commands and everything, and if you want to see the commands, ones that are enabled will show up here. So these are all of the commands you have for moderation. These are ones you have for music and Discord info. If you click that, it will create this little channel here, and it will count all of the different things in the server. And I should probably add, just to make sure, that if you do want to turn one of these off again, all you have to do is just click it again and it will disable it. So we're going to wait for that to enable again. If you do react to them quite quickly, it may make the bot slow, so just sort of, if you want to turn them all on, maybe just do it a little bit slowly, So first we had Twitch notifications. It does automatically create stream announcements channel. You can delete this because you can set it to whatever channel you want to be announced in. For the polls is another one that I just activated. You get these ones here. This is a little bit more advanced, so I will go through this one in more depth. And finally, at the moment, we have tickets. And when all of them are running, it will go green. So here we have the tickets. This is very self-explanatory. Anyone can create a ticket. You just react here. It will create a ticket, assign a ticket number, and anyone with a role that's called support, or anyone with any admin rank. So you can see here that Big Boss has been added. Any ranks that you choose in here will be added and able to see these channels. And so you can sort of, you can say, I need some help. And you can sort of help them out here, and when it's done, you just close it, it will delete it, delete the channel, and you're all good to go. And in the future, there will be a logging feature to save a transcript, but there are a few issues with that at the moment with like the size. If they get too long, it will cause errors, but that will come in the future. So moving on to the rest of the features, some of the ones that are a little bit harder. Start off with moderation. So if I get my second account in here, actually, no, we'll just use the bot. So first of all is clear. So if I want to clear, if I just send a few messages, if I want to clear 2 messages, you do clear space 2, and it'll get rid of 2. If you want to clear the entire channel, just leave it empty afterwards, and it will clear everything. Now if we get the commands back, we can report someone, so anyone can use this command. And if I report bot, then here it will DM me saying please include a reason. So the reason it DMs is because this is completely anonymous. So the report is an anonymous way for people to report issues with other members. And so if I now report for the reason test, make sure there is a space between each of these. If I report for test, it will delete it. In the bot logs, which is restricted to admins, it will say here, this person has reported this person, and then for the reason. So it just kind of helps the admins know what's going on. And an alternative version is warn. This is for admin ranks only. So I can now officially warn the bot for test, and it will show up in here saying that they have been warned, and it will also be logged in here. And this will, the layout of this will be changed in the 1.5 update. So it will look slightly different, but it will still be similar, and it won't make any changes to the commands, but it will just look slightly different. The same thing will happen if you kick and ban. I'm not going to do those because I don't have anyone else in here. Now, if I do infractions, so for example, if I want to see all infractions for CookieBot, I'll just mention it in the command, and it will DM it to me with a report and a warning, because that's all saved. And this is all saved by the player ID, which they cannot change. So, you know, they can't like change their nickname to get away with not having warnings linked against them. But if I want to see every infraction that is in this server, I leave the space empty at the end, and it will come up with the name as well. So just if you want to see everyone's infractions, you can do the same with warnings. So just regular warnings. You can only view everyone at the moment, just because you can kind of use the infractions if you want to see a specific person. But if you want a specific version of warnings, then I can add that. Just let me know in the suggestions channel of the official server. The Discord link will be included in the description. And moving on to the next one, you have mute and unmute. These are currently sort of in beta. You would have to make the role on your own, but eventually I will add, I believe in the 1.5 update, it will create the role automatically, but you will need to move it up. So for example, if you want the bot to assign a role to someone, you have to make sure that it is above that role in this list here. If I click on edit, if I want it to assign medium boss, it has to be above it. And you will notice as well that when you move them, it will automatically update in this list. And if you change the names, if you change the colors, it will automatically update. So those two are pretty similar. They'll be logged in the same way in bot logs. Music is fairly self-explanatory. For Twitch, we have, you can ignore name test. That one needs to be removed. That was just while I was testing some stuff. So if I want to add my Twitch channel, and I want it to announce when I'm live in the stream announcements channel, I type it like this. So this has to be the Twitch name. It can't be Discord name. So for example, if I go to twitch.tv slash here, if I can type today, it has to be this section. It has to be identical to this. Capitals don't really matter, but it is best to have it identical. And so if I hit enter, I've been added as a new streamer, and I will be posted in stream announcements. And now I can use streamers. Now it hasn't quite been added yet because the bot loops through a list. It has to wait until it's at the end of the list before it can add anyone. Move on to set role. So this is the role that will be mentioned when this person goes live. So for example, if I head over to the UGA, who's been using this bot since day one, here is set to at alerts. So you can see that it's mentioning alerts, and they have role reactions to receive the alerts role. So people who want it can receive it. By default, it's set to @everyone. So like in my Discord, I haven't changed it, so it is just set to @everyone. So the way that you change it is you just do set role, space, mention role, we'll go for tiny boss, and it's been set. That should not happen, that does not normally happen, but that will be fixed as soon as I can. If you do want to remove someone, you use remove_streamer, and you put their Twitch name in again. You put their Twitch name in, and they will remove it. So that is that's pretty much all of the Twitch notifications. If I just clear these, let's just clear 8, should be enough. So now polls. So to make a poll, you do greater than poll space and whatever you want the poll to ask. So for example, should I make a new video? Now you see that I have to create this in #createPoll, which is down here. So if I try here, it is now sent me a DM, and this is how you create a poll. So it's going to ask how many options you like. It's not too important if you get this wrong. Try not to put too many. I believe there's a limit of 9. And so for example, I'm just going to go for 2 at the moment. So 2. So voting option 1 is going to be yes. Voting option 2 is going to be no. When do I want it to end? Make sure it's month, day, year. So I'm going to say it's going to end February the 28th, 2021. And now I need the time in EST 24-hour clock. So we're going to say, so it's 3 p.m. for me if I just get a, so I'm in GMT and I go to EST. So it's 3, so it's going to be 10 a.m. EST. So we'll go for 10:05. I cannot type today. 10:05. And we can see here that it's giving us an option between a poll for everyone or a poll for staff members. So this one is going to be for everyone. So I'm going to put in E. Press enter. And you can see now that I've got a mention up here. And in poll notifications, it notifies everyone that there is a new poll. And in here, you can see the layout. Now, if you have an admin rank, when you react to this, you can see that actually, at the moment, I don't have any of the roles. So even if I'm the server owner, I can't use this unless I have a role that was specified in here. So it's really important that you set this up first. Now, if I assign myself a big boss and I react with this, it's going to send me a DM and it wants to add an option, and that is to add a new option. And if this option is maybe, and I just type in maybe, and it's the option, and it will add the reaction as well. And so it's currently 04, I'm going to vote for maybe. I've added my reaction there. All you have to do is just click on it, just leave it there to vote. And as soon as it turns 05, the poll will finish. So we get a notification saying the poll is finished. And it says the winner, it was option 3. And that has won with 1 vote. And so now, admins again, only admins can press this. It'll delete this. That is pretty much it for polls. And that's it for the bot, really. That's, no, there are actually other things. There are giveaways, and there are role reactions. So, these don't show up in... these don't show up in Control Center because I've decided to keep them enabled. And so, for example, a giveaway. You do exclamation mark giveaway, and you need to include an item and a channel. So if I do a giveaway and I want it to be in, let's just put it in stream announcements, and I'm going to be giving away nothing. Here you can see nothing giveaway. So react with this to enter, and then an admin again, and come along, end the giveaway, and it will automatically select a random winner out of everyone that reacted. So it's fairly simple. Fairly simple. It's not timed as of yet, but this is now going on to role reactions. So this is where it gets a little bit complicated. You're going to do new underscore reaction, and it's going to say incorrect channel. This is because it gets quite long. So the process is quite long. So this one has to be done in testing. So I'm going to do new underscore reaction here, and it asks, is this a new message? So what that means is, if the message is already existing, then it's an existing message, like it says here. You want to press X. If you want the bot to send the message as well, you're going to press the tick. So we're going to press tick. I'm going to choose the channel. I'm going to put it in... we'll put it in staff reports, just because it's not being used at the moment. Now we're going to type the message. So we're going to say react with white check mark to receive the, say, medium boss. So make sure again, for these, the cookie bot role has to be above the role you want to assign. So we're going to do medium boss, send that, and the role we want to assign is medium boss. And we're going to add the emoji, so we want to react with white check mark. It's going to ask us to double check everything, and I'm happy with that, so I'm going to go ahead and click this, and you can see we have a new message, and we've got this here. If we react, see now we have medium boss. If we unreact, it takes it away. And now what we can also do is new reaction. This is going to be to an existing message, and this is a list. This will list all of the messages in the guild that are sent by the bot. Not all of the role reaction messages, sorry. And so we're going to type in 1 because it's number 1 in the list, and we're going to select the role. This time we're going to use small boss, and we're going to add the emoji. We're going to use, let's say, what should we use? Let's go with, so you need one that is, we'll just go with a smiley face. We're going to click that, and you can see here that it is working, but it doesn't say about it in the message. So what we can do now is we're going to grab, first of all, we're going to type greater than edit. So we need to include a channel. So we're going to grab this channel, and go edit, hashtag staff reports. But we also need a message ID. So it will tell you if you are missing something. So what we need now is a message ID. So to get the message ID, you have to go into, I believe it's appearance. And if you scroll down, you do need developer mode on. Right, closer. Then once we've got this, we've got the we've made sure we've got the channel and we've got the message ID. We're gonna put that in, and I don't have permission because I was an idiot and I removed the role. So we're gonna add the role back, and we're gonna just copy this and paste it. We're gonna ask us to send a new message, and so we're gonna have react with white check mark to receive medium boss. and react with, I believe we use smiley. I believe we use smile to receive at small boss. So we're going to type that in, and the message was updated. We head back over to this channel, and we can see that, well, we got the wrong emoji, but it's grinning. But you can edit this as much as you'd like. But you can see that it still all fully works. So both roles can be added and removed, and that's just how you edit your messages. There is one more command I'm going to show you. Generally, this is used when people join the server, and you can set these up. You can set these channels to send these messages, but one that will stay the same is the player info checker. And what that will do is when someone joins the server, it will execute this command. So if I'll do it on myself, and it will send this message here, and it will give you information on that user and tell you how many times they joined, what roles they have, and stuff like that. So it's just kind of helping with the, just kind of helping protect against bots. And yeah, that pretty much concludes the cookie bot. If you have any questions about it, then feel free to message me in the cookie bot server. The link will be in the description. If I missed anything, please do let me know, and I will try and cover it in the next one. And yeah, there will be update 1.5 will be released in the next week or so. I've just got a few things left to tidy up on that. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy using CookieBot. I hope it is helpful for you. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.